Girl, alright, so today we are going to address, reply, respond, react on majority of, not majority because girl, I got so many answers and my question was, ask me anything about Italy. So, it's been like 3 hours from my question and okay. So I think that at the end of the story, I have to address the most interesting one in which I can actually give you some great things about Italy. Some of your questions were really nice, other questions were very deep, and other questions were a little bit provocative, so let's go and let's dive with it. Okay, let me do one thing. I'm gonna do two videos so that video 1 and video 2 I want to address properly every and each question, okay? So let's go with the flow. How is the situation right now? Pretty shitty, I'm not gonna lie. We are in the pretty deep shit, and I don't feel that the government is doing their best or they are addressing the situation properly, because there is a total chaos. I'm calling my mom each and every day, and thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much all of y'all who wrote and replied saying or asking if my family is good. I usually don't address the situation of my personal life, but once in a while, whenever it happens and it's overwhelming me, yes, I just do it. So my mom recently got married with an amazing man, and she shifted from the center of Milano to a little bit outside Milano. And in the first, I think first 3 months that she got into living in a house with him, we got robbed, and we lost all our life savings in gold. And I was here in India, and they were abroad because they had to manage some paperwork abroad, not in Italy, etc., etc. And then whenever they came back, they realized that all me and my mom's savings of lifetime was gone. So after that, another thing, coronavirus struck in, and my new stepfather parents are both down with cancer. So guys, y'all, it's a hard situation. I at that point, I think whenever I heard about it, I just had you know what, this knife in my heart, in which I'm finally I found a proper family, you know, with people who might love me, and you know, I started to have love, which I really needed, like the grandma and grandpa love, etc., that they got it. And suddenly all of this happened in just spare of 3-4 months or so. And you know what, that was a hard hit. So I am holding myself bravery, but you know, once in a while, oh, the bitch got no chill, So hope your parents are safe and sound. Yes, thank you so much. For now, at least they are staying at home and everything is proper. Okay, let's switch to something more positive. I'm so sorry, y'all, for all of that. I know it's and sometimes I'm just depressing, and I know that. I acknowledge that too. Best food to eat and particular place in Italy. All Italy is known for its marvelous food. Thank you. So, as an Italian cuisine is one of the best in the world, there is a why. It's because we were divided till 165 years ago, more or less, and every city and you know had each different cuisine, etc. So if you are going to Torino or Milano or Venice, no, Venezia, or you go to Pizza, or you go to any kind of city, every and each city has a different cuisine. You will be overwhelmed by our choices. You know, you will have all the possibilities in the world to eat, and to eat good, to eat fresh food. But one thing, we are not vegan and we are not vegetarian, so be prepared, attention, for XYZ reasons. Please, please, please ask before if the food was prepared in XYZ place, or for example, if you have the possibility to choose some vegan or vegetarian places, just do a little bit search, because we usually eat all the meat. Okay, so that's the thing. Name Italy's longest river. Rubicone? I don't know. Listen, the longest I don't know, but the shortest I know. Po. Okay, enough. How good is the education system? You think in Italy. I think in Italy that the education system sucks. I literally was studying also abroad, and my level of study, I was studying in Poland, so till my maturity, and then after that I switched to the to university. And as I applied to university in Bologna, which is like the oldest university in the world, I just realized that, you know what, like the level of, you know, the voluntarily like study, etc. is just cozy, as we say. Why? Maybe because we have this kind of thing that we just don't want to learn things. Like the level of English in Italy is like so that's the thing. Like I found it very easy to learn things. Obviously, I'm not saying that, oh my god, I want to be a mathematician in my life. No, but you know what? The last time that I was in Milano, I was in one of the shops, and the girl that was there, not to serve, but she was with her friend, and she was like literally just seeing the things, and she was a young girl, very beautiful. And I was looking at my lingerie. I didn't give a fuck about anyone, obviously. Sorry. So she was there with her friend, and she was like, you know what, I overheard that, because I'm not that kind of girl that is stalking other girls, please, but I overheard this kind of situation between them, in which one of these girls, she was saying that I want to go for architecture, but I went there and I realized there is too much mathematics. I'm like, oh bitch, you better don't do shit here. I don't want you to design my house, because my house will fucking go down. So there are like several things. So there was this thing with the bridge in Italy that just, you know, fell off and crumbled and everything, and a lot of people died. That was a guy who was, I think, didn't study it, because, you know, the material apparently was amazingly and the work was amazingly done, but it was not a good project, so that's why it fell off. Think about that, we still have the things that stayed there for the past, I don't know, 3-4 thousands of years, and nothing is happening with that. Like, you understand what I mean? What a neighborhood feel like in Italy? Yeah, like basically we depends on the city, but north usually it's very cosmopolitan, and bigger cities are very cosmopolitan, so we actually don't speak with each other, like we don't know our neighbors that much. Maybe yes, that doesn't mean that we are not friendly, but at the end of the story we just like quietly, you know, focused on our privacy. because we think that it's not my business if everything is okay. Obviously, if something is happening, like okay, someone got beaten up, etc., etc., we call the police. That's for sure. Population in Italy, I think more than 60 millions, and I really cross my fingers to stay like that, because girl, we have some problems. So how do you relate that with Romania? Okay, so at one point Roman Empire was pretty huge. I think the Roman Empire extended for at least thousands of kilometers, and Romania was one of the states of ancient Roman Empire. I think I don't know the story properly, you have to Google it, but girl, something like this happened. And Romania, they still have more or less our futures, like they have all of these beautiful girls, you know, and that's the thing. Then obviously once Roman Empire just crumbled and got divided, everyone got their own house. I remember that there are hell a lot of places that being conquered by Romans, you know, so it's miles and miles and miles. We got even into Germany at one point, but then we got our ass beaten, and we got our ass beaten also in UK once, and I'm telling you, like 2000 years ago. So you know, we just like, okay, bye. Whenever people in Italy likes in big joint families like in India. So we actually think that staying at home after some point in your life, it's not that amazing. So this question is south versus north. North is more like once you are 18 years old, 20 years old, usually girls are more emancipated and just going and, you know, working and studying and everything. But girls are not staying long in the house. And guys, yes, they are staying long in the house longer, but then obviously in Italy it's feeling like you haven't had a proper job, so you kinda cannot afford your own house. So if you want to have a girlfriend in Italy and you are like bringing it to your cute little room, she will definitely not appreciate that. That doesn't mean that, for example, you cannot hang out together, but joint family as such, no. And if you are marrying a girl, you better have your own house, because no girl will want to stay with her in-laws like in the house. Like, it's a no-no. It's a privacy thing. We just love our privacy. And as I know that this is obviously my opinion, what I've seen, lots of the girls about the guys who lives with the parents after XYZ like age, it's not that positive. I don't want to say it looks like you're a loser, same from the girl side, like, but yeah, like, you know, girls are pretty empowered in Italy, and they think that, like, if I'm in this level, you have to be on the same level. So if the girl lives alone, she will want to you know, her guy to live alone too. Otherwise it will be like not the same thing, you know what I mean? I don't know if I am truthful, but obviously I understand that from Indian side it's just normal to stay with your in-laws, or to stay with like 50 people in the house, and the house will be huge, and you know, you have all of this family that loves you, and sometimes you know, you have all of these gatherings, etc. But it's not quite a thing like that. That doesn't mean that we don't love our parents, or we don't love our siblings or something. We just don't have that culture, and it's like literally opposite. So, you know, it's all different. We are all different, but we are together in this. So So let me know what do you think about this, dig down below, and as usually, like, follow, and ring the bell. If you don't ring the bell, jingle bell. And see you at the second part of Be Italian. Bye.